You think big cities mean noise, packed streets, and pure stress, right? You believe that more people always equals more wild energy. But Japanese cities break every single one of those rules. Even huge Tokyo somehow turns a busy crush into something so new. It's a way of moving that will flip your idea of city comfort upside down. We all know that feeling. In most big cities, you're constantly on edge. The noise, the people bumping into you, the random chaos. It's just pure mental overload. So you'd think a place like Tokyo, one of the biggest cities on the planet, would be that feeling on steroids. But it isn't. Somehow, millions of people move through the city every single day, and it feels easy. It's not because it's less crowded. The secret is that the chaos isn't actually chaotic. It's predictable. There's this hidden rhythm, a set of unwritten rules everyone just knows, that turns a massive crowd into a smooth, flowing river of people. It's the total opposite of random stress. See, we can handle a lot of complexity, but we hate unpredictability. So how did Japan design cities that feel this good to exist in? Let's figure it out. It all starts with something you feel before you even notice it: flow. Take a massive train station like Shinjuku in Tokyo. Thousands of people are pouring through it at any given moment. In almost any other city, this would be a nightmare. A chaotic free-for-all of bumping into people and cutting each other off. But here, it's different. People just naturally fall into lines for the train. On the escalators, everyone stands on one side to let others pass. Even in the hallways, the massive crowd moves like a river, not a messy flood. There's an unspoken rhythm to it all. Your brain isn't struggling to predict where the next person is coming from. That alone removes a huge layer of stress you didn't even know you had. Then, you start to notice the sounds. Or rather, the type of sounds. Most big cities are just plain loud. A constant blast of car horns, sirens, and random yelling. It's aggressive noise. In Japan, so many of the city's sounds are designed to be helpful. The little jingles that play before a train door closes, or the specific melodies at crosswalks that tell you when it's safe to go. These aren't just noise, they're information. They're predictable signals that help you navigate your surroundings without even thinking about it. The city isn't shouting at you, it's quietly guiding you. And finally, there's the biggest piece of the puzzle: the people. There's a powerful, shared understanding of how to behave in public spaces. You don't see people having loud phone conversations on a packed train. Everyone automatically gives each other a bit of space. It's not about a bunch of strict rules. It's a collective agreement to make life easier for everyone. Instead of a million people all competing for their own space, you have a million people cooperating to share it. That feeling of shared respect is what turns a crowded city from a battleground into a surprisingly peaceful place to be. But here's the wild part. None of this is a formal rule. There aren't signs everywhere telling you to line up for the train or to keep your voice down. It's an invisible system, a shared understanding that everyone just seems to buy into. People automatically form neat queues without anyone telling them to. On the train, you won't hear someone next to you having a loud, personal phone call. It's not that it's illegal, it's just not done. The default setting is consideration for the people around you. And that is the secret sauce. The incredible feeling of calm in Japanese cities doesn't come from a lack of people or noise. It comes from predictability. In most big cities, your brain is constantly on high alert, trying to predict the unpredictable. Is that person going to cut in front of me? Is that group going to stop in the middle of the sidewalk? It's mentally exhausting. But here, because everyone is following the same unspoken playbook, your brain can finally relax. You can trust that the crowd will flow in a certain way, that people will give you space, that the environment is designed to guide you, not fight you. This extends even to personal space. You can be on a train so packed you can't move your arms, yet you don't feel invaded. There's a strange respect for what you might call a psychological bubble. People are physically close, but they aren't socially intrusive. They keep to themselves, giving you the mental room to breathe. It completely changes the experience of being in a crowd. Instead of a chaotic free-for-all where everyone is looking out for themselves, it feels more like a massive team effort. It's millions of people quietly cooperating to make a dense, complex city feel surprisingly simple and incredibly comfortable. And all of that cooperation creates something amazing when you hit the streets. It completely changes the simple act of walking. Think about walking through a typical big city. It's kind of a battle, right? You're constantly on defense, dodging people glued to their phones, trying to guess if that group ahead will suddenly stop, bracing for someone to cut you off. It's exhausting. But here, even in the most crowded parts of Tokyo, it just flows. There's a natural rhythm to the way people move, a shared understanding of space. You're not fighting for your little patch of sidewalk, you're sharing it. It feels less like a chaotic free-for-all and more like you're all part of the same gentle current, moving together. And the psychological effect of this is huge. Because your brain isn't spending all its energy predicting threats and navigating chaos, it can finally relax. It's the difference between driving in a traffic jam, where you're constantly on edge, versus being a passenger on a smooth train. You can actually look around. You can notice the little details, the interesting shops, the architecture. The city stops being an obstacle course you have to survive. Instead, it becomes a place designed for you, the pedestrian. The clear crossing sounds, the well-marked paths, the general respect for personal space. It all works together to make you feel safe and comfortable. This unlocks a feeling that's almost impossible to find in other major cities, the pure joy of just wandering. You're not afraid to turn down a random alley or explore a side street, because the whole system feels like it's there to help you, not to challenge you. It turns the simple act of getting from A to B from a chore into a discovery. It's a city built on a human scale, and you can feel it with every single step. Most big cities feel super chaotic, right? Loud, packed, and totally unpredictable. But what we've seen in Japan completely flips that idea on its head. It's not about silence or empty streets. It's about a unique rhythm where everything feels predictable. People move with an unspoken understanding, even in massive crowds. That's how places like Tokyo, despite being huge, can feel surprisingly easy and genuinely comfortable. The noise itself, like train announcements, actually helps guide you instead of just adding to the stress. It takes away all the guesswork, letting your brain relax and letting you truly enjoy being there. This really makes you rethink what comfort in a city can be, doesn't it? If you want to keep unraveling the surprising ways things work differently and discover more ideas that challenge everything you thought you knew, then stick around. Hit that subscribe button because we're just scratching the surface.